Good morning, my name is Andre, and I'll be giving a presentation on our platform, which we call FlyGates. FlyGates' business model allows users, whom we affectionately call FlyGaters, to easily reserve drones anywhere across the globe. They can then remotely control these drones to explore countless tourist attractions and fascinating places worldwide. The FlyGater has access to this reservation screen, through which they can use the search bar to search for flyports, which are our operating bases you see. I'm going to search for my city, which is called São Mateus, you see. And with that, the map will zoom in on the location of my city, which is precisely this one right here. And by simply clicking on it, I can conveniently choose a specific time slot to finalize my reservation. In this instance, I have today's date selected, and I will proceed to make this reservation for 9:30. Following this, a payment confirmation modal will appear. Here, I would typically proceed with my payment. Once all the details are thoroughly reviewed and confirmed, I will then click on the Finish Reservation button to complete the process. And that will successfully confirm the reservation. After that, I can access the Man My Reservations option in the top menu. And I will be able to see this reservation that I just made, which in this case is the first one listed. Therefore, I must now patiently wait until her scheduled time arrives so I can finally access and take full control of the drone. Prior to that, the drone operator, whom we refer to as the fly controller, will meticulously prepare the drone and execute a comprehensive flight procedure to ensure it's fully ready and safely accessible for the user. But in the meantime, the FlyGater can also access our flight simulator, which is also here in the top menu. Within this simulator, they'll be able to learn all the drone's commands, enabling them to fly the actual drone safely and without encountering any major problems. So we have this initial indication here showing some of the commands. Upon confirmation, we have here a simulator created in Unity where you can utilize all the commands that will be present on the actual drone. For instance, I can initiate a takeoff. I can press the spacebar to move forward, W to ascend, and S to descend, allowing for precise control during flight. A is to rotate the drone to the left on its own axis. D is to rotate it to the right, and using the arrow keys on the keyboard, we can move the camera's gimbal up and down, adjusting its position. And after that, we can press the L key, which will land the drone automatically. After that, once this tutorial is complete, the FlyGater can continue to test out the drone's commands for as long as they desire. For instance, I am able to go to every location on the map. Okay, now that we've finished the tutorial in the simulator, I believe it's time for our reservation. So I can return to the My Reservations screen, and indeed, now I can access the drone and finally fly them. So let's click on the option to enter the cockpit. That's right, this is the drone's control screen. From here, we can access a video call feature where we'll have several participants joining us for the discussion. In this specific scenario, we have myself, the drone controller, who is the individual responsible for executing the flight procedure, and also the person who will be monitoring our flight and will be on standby for any emergencies that might require adjusting the drone's trajectory or similar actions. And then we have this SMS1, which refers to the actual drone participating in the video call, if you will. Right, I have this pop-up window here at the bottom with the drone's image, and if I click on it, I can open the expanded version of the drone, which is much better for me to visualize. Here, I have all the commands that were available in the simulator, along with a few extra ones specifically for capturing images and recording video footage. So, I'm going to take off the drone by pressing the T button. The drone has ascended, and by utilizing the A and D buttons, I am able to precisely maneuver it either to the right or to the left, allowing for accurate directional control. As you can plainly see, I am here right now conducting this demonstration. And I can also take pictures, by clicking the mouse in this designated area, which is pretty neat. It just captured a photo. And I can also start recording a video right now. By simply right-clicking, it will begin the recording, and then by right-clicking once more, it will gracefully stop that recording and make sure to save it for me. In addition to the standard controls, we also offer full gamepad support, which means you can use a joystick. You can actually use it here to take control. I even have one right here that I will shortly demonstrate in the video. With it, you can. I can also perform the exact same controls, correct? For example, I can rotate the drone to the right and to the left or from left to right. And also perform other functions, such as, for instance, capturing photos using the rear button. In addition to keyboard and gamepad controls, there's also a third mode available, which is the VR mode. We can access this using, for example, a Meta Quest 3 headset, and within this mode, we're able to control the drone directly via the VR joysticks. And finally, we also have a function where you can click this button here in the top right corner. This will copy a spectator link, which you can use to access and send it to other people, allowing them to also join this room. For example, I'll go ahead and copy this link and then paste it into a different incognito tab in my browser. And as you can clearly see, the user will then open up this screen. They don't need a registration in our application, they just need to enter a name. And upon entering, they will then be able to fully visualize all the drone commands that the other person is performing on the other screen. They won't be able to control it because they don't have a registration in our application, haven't done the training or anything like that. However, if you've secured your reservation, you are free to share it with as many friends and family members as you wish, so they too can observe this drone tour you're experiencing. And with that capability, you will be able to control the drone throughout the entire duration of your reservation, right up until the moment when the controller gracefully concludes the call. And finally, once the reservation is fully complete, a brand new download button will become available right within the reservation card. By simply clicking on it, all the photos and videos you captured during your reservation will be downloaded for your convenience, as you can clearly see. The download is complete, and I have a zip file containing both the video and the photo I captured during this demonstration. And that concludes our session for today. Thank you so very much for your kind attention.